Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended, and today I'm going to go and try to tame up some Thylas. I want to be able to kill the Dodorex before the end of Fear Ascended this year, but in order to do that, I'm going to need some creature to be able to actually manage to kill the Dodorex. And I don't have anything crazily mutated, so I'm going to settle on a Thyla because they can do bleed. They are very mobile, which will allow me to dodge Dodorex attacks. And I also have a really good blueprint for a Thyla saddle, which will be very useful to try and take one down. I was able to get some extraordinary kibble from a dragon horde that I got the other day, so we're going to head over to the redwoods and see if I can get some good levels. I don't have a specific number I want to tame. I want to try and get one with some pretty decent health, and I'll probably end up breeding up the best health and damage that I get into an imprinted one, and I'll just let it level for a little bit inside of a ball before I actually go and fight the Dodorex. I don't plan on doing that this episode, or probably for the next couple. I want to give it some time to level up, because I'm not even sure if a Thyla is going to be able to manage this. I'm assuming that the bleed works on the Dodorex, but if it doesn't, then I'll have to resort to using my Giga and my Reaper in order to take it out. I'll probably have to get some wyvern milk to help deal with the fire that the Dodorex has. But I'd really prefer to be able to use something that does bleed, because the Dodorex has a lot of health. I believe it has 666,666. And it also has really good regeneration, if I remember correctly. So I'm a little bit scared at trying to kill it, but I'm hoping that Thyla will be able to do it at least decently well, as it has a 5% bleed. Now, I haven't seen too many Thylas around here, so I'm gonna actually swap away from Apache, but first I want to... Oops, wrong one. I want to just check to see if there's any by me. Oh, there's actually one right there. And it's dead. Oh, alright. I'll have to go find another, I guess. Too bad that bear could have been the same level. It's a good Megatherium. I need to be careful, though. Megatheriums are really dangerous when you're on a giant insect. I'm probably going to swap over to Loki. Oh, there's a 150. Perfect. Yeah, I'll just swap over to Loki, and I can just run around on him. Oh. Where is it? There we go. I was able to finally get myself a shotgun, so that's been really nice. It's not the greatest damage, but it's better than nothing. You end up stealing from me. Oh, the ladder that I use for building. Let's get rid of this Carno. There we go. Alright. Alright, there's the bad level one. Quickly kill it, and then I can pull out my long neck. Uh-oh. Trouble here. Oh, yeah. This could be a problem. Oh, boy. I should have cleared the area of Microraptors before I attempted this. Here. Get some distance first, and I'll... Again. It's very nice colors. I like the red. That didn't take very long. I guess shocking trank darts are a lot more powerful than I remember. It's been so long since I've gotten to use them. Alright, let's see what we got here. Not too great. It should take 3 kibble with my rates, so we'll leave that and we'll go see if we can find another one. I should probably harvest up some hide. I think I have enough in order to make the saddle, but I should definitely make sure at some point. Just avoid falling in there. Oh, let's see what level she is. So loud. Okay, another 145. I don't know if that's... I don't know if she only spawns the 145. I'm guessing that that's just an extreme coincidence, but... Either way, I'd rather not fight that. I'll fight that with something else at some point. I'll eventually need to go and run through that cave. I do want to start doing the cave soon because I want to get ready to fight Grendel here pretty soon. Fortunately, I just figured out today that he doesn't unlock all of the different armor pieces for the tech suit, so I really wish that he did. And I wish that Nunatak Ragnarok did as well. It'd be really nice if they had bosses for these maps. Give the whole suit is... Honestly, there really isn't too much of a point in using one piece of the suit if you can't get the rest, because you don't have much armor, and you don't get the insulation bonus unless you have every single piece. I mean, I guess certain ones like the chest piece you can use in specific scenarios just for the utility, but I don't know. I normally don't use it unless I have the entire suit. Looks like I missed it. Might be up there. I'll probably have to pull out my Rhino if I want to get up there. I don't think Loki's going to be able to climb that. Maybe it's just over here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Ooh, 140. And this one's a male. Last one was a female. I hear the Microraptors. Oh, and I accidentally hit Loki. Whoops. One time that I don't have my shield on. Oh goodness, he's almost dead already. I probably should have thought that through a little bit more, but whatever, we'll be fine. Oh wow, the torpor's still going up, holy cow. Alright, let's see if we can... get back up there. No. Alright, I'll swap out for, Patchy. Where is he? There. Even when I finally cleared out my inventory of all these different creatures, I still can't find it that fast. Let's see, where is it? Oh. That could be a problem. Here, I'll take out the Megathir before it ends up getting me killed, and I'll have to take out the Parasaur so it doesn't kill the Thyla. I was not expecting to be able to find this many good ones that fast, but fine by me. Oh, the baby Megathir has the insect killer. I did not know they could do that. Here, I'll let it take out that Terror Bird, then I'll knock it out. Oh, it's not fighting the Terror Bird, it's fighting the... I understand now. Oh, whoops. Not what I meant to do. Alright, should pass out here. Yep, there we go. Let's see what we got on this one. Here, I'll just... Yep. Well, that would have taken out the effectiveness. Let's see if it has anything good. Oh, it's got... Okay, 30 health is pretty decent. That did hurt the effectiveness, right? Doesn't say. Let's see. I should be able to get it through here, I think. Really? Nothing? Oh, there it goes. Yeah. It did lose it. I'm sure we can find another. I'll just get rid of this one. Here. Hurts to do it, but I don't know why. Shots aren't really hitting it. There we go. Alright, I guess we'll just have to go find another one. There is also, I ended up finding a 145 Karka up in the snow, so I'll have to go and tame that at some point. I don't know if I'll do that this episode or if I'll wait for another one. Just make it its own thing. I'll probably make it its own thing. And the Karka might take a little bit of time, but I definitely want to get some Karkas because I want to make a Karka XP farm at some point. So I'll need to go ahead and get some of those in order to make that work. I'll have to stay away from that 150. Hopefully it comes out with some decent health. I'm gonna need some if I want to be able to fight the Dodorex with Thyla. I'll probably have to get some wyvern milk. I'll need to make sure to do that before. I don't know if the Dodorex actually drops anything. I think if I remember correctly, it just drops a bunch of I think it drops a bunch of dinosaur bones and some chibis and other Fear Ascended cosmetics. I'm hoping I can get the Witching Owl chibi. I already have a Hydra Vantage chibi, which is really nice because it actually provides insulation, but the Witching Owl is my favorite chibi in the entire game, so now that they reintroduced it, I'm hoping that I can find it and use it instead. I'll have to probably switch away from using flak armor all the time, though. Unfortunately, we're not really picking up any others. This one might be a different one, though. I'll go check this one, and then if it's not a good level, then I will just go find another good male, and then I'll bring you guys back for that. And I don't know if I plan on breeding them up this episode, just because breeding takes a very long time to get all the stats to align perfectly, so might just tame them, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how much time it takes for me to find a pair, and then I'll see if it'll be worth trying to breed them up. Assuming this one should be just over here, though. Yep, there we go. 95. Alright. I'm just gonna take this one out, and then I will bring you guys back when I find a good level. Okay, so I finally ended up finding a good level male. As you can see, I've downed quite a few other females, but I just decided I'd bring you guys back when I find the male. So, fortunately it's 150, so it'll hopefully have something good. Though I did knock down a 140 female that had 36, I think, in health, which is very promising. I'm hoping that I can get a pretty decent health stat. I'd also like to get a decent stam stat if I can, just to help me with getting around while trying to kill the Dodorex, not tame it. Can't do that for a couple months. I guess it's the end of this month. But anyway, let's see if this guy has anything good in him. Well, not really. Oh well. It's whatever. I'll just go ahead and start picking up all of the other Thylas that I've tamed so far. Just check this one first. Okay, pretty decent weight stat. I won't really need one for killing the Dodorex, though. It'll take some time for the rest of them to tame up, so... Oh, never mind, that was just deer. I will go pick all these guys up, and then head back, and then we can take a look and see if we got any stats that are decent, and which ones I will be pairing to try and get my Dodorex killing Thyla. Okay, so I'm back, and I've grabbed all the Thylas that we got, and I haven't checked any of them aside from that first one, so... Let's see. This was the one we got first. This one's pretty bad, just decent oxygen stat. That one's just got a food stat. Okay, 46 in health, that's pretty good. And, okay, nothing too great there. So, we'll probably be pairing this male with this female, who has both the best stamina and the best health between all of them, and the second best weight, I think. So, I will just pair these guys up, and I should hopefully be able to get a pair of the perfect stats on them pretty quickly, and then I can go take them out and go hunting with them. Also, I've gotten all the stats that I want to get on the Elder Claws, and I'm currently working on getting everything that I will need to start actually mutating them here pretty soon. But, I just want to show off their stats. These are obviously, imprinted. I have a, auto imprinter that automatically imprints them, but these are the stat points that we're looking with. We got 54 in health, 49 in stamina, 52 in weight, and 51 in damage. So these things are pretty powerful. I'm pretty excited to see what they can do. I'm hoping the mutation process won't take too long, but unfortunately, it's a pretty big pain. You do have to grow them up again. However, instead of tending to them, it just takes a good amount of time for them to grow up. I have ridiculous breeding rates, and I don't know if the grow time for the seed to turn into a plant to, I guess, hatch it into the baby elder claw is determined for your breeding rate or your crop growth rate, but it takes, I'd say, about 15 to 20 minutes for it to grow from the start to the finish. So it takes a good amount of time, and it's really annoying. Fortunately, though, I have learned oviraptors are capable of picking up the seeds, despite them not technically being eggs. Oviraptors can grab them, so what I do is I just take a few of these. I'll check some of these just to see if they have the first mutation I need. I'm trying to get the first of each stack. I believe this is the melee damage one right here, right? Yeah. But the strategy that I've grown to use is I just put a bunch of these in at the same time. I go and I check it, and if it has something I want, like that wood, but I want a male with the mutation, then I keep it. Otherwise, you just destroy the plant, and then you can just cycle through these. It does take a good amount of time. It's nowhere near as quick as if I was just using my cryo terminal over there with any other creature, but unfortunately this is the only way that I can mutate these things, and no, look at that, we actually got the health mutation we need, so I'll actually be able to start these working probably tomorrow. I'll start working on this. It'll probably take me a week, maybe even two, to get these things done. They are definitely the most tedious creature I have ever bred, and unfortunately it really doesn't matter. Rather, I have a mod that helps me with breeding. That's the main reason I use this cryo storage mod, is simply to help me with my breeding, but unfortunately it doesn't really work with elder claws, as you have to go through that process first. I have tried seeing if you can put the seeds in an incubator just to see if it will go ahead and show the stats of the seed before you actually plant it, but unfortunately I haven't been able to get that to work. So as far as I know, there is no way for you to be able to check the seed's stats without planting it. So yeah, it's going to take me some time to get these things bred up, but I'm really excited. These are really good stats, way better than I would have taken. My minimum would have been 46 in health or damage, and then probably 40 in stamina and weight, but getting 50s on every stat except for stamina, which is 49, is more than good enough for me. So I'm hoping these things will be strong enough to fight Grendel. I think they're going to be the first thing that I test out against him, but we'll see. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get them done. I have been getting some Deinonychus, but unfortunately I really haven't gotten much luck. So, yeah. It'll take me a good amount of time, but hopefully I should be able to get these things done mutating relatively soon, then we can go test them out, and hopefully they'll be good, and then I can work on getting all the artifacts, and we can end up going and fight Grendel. But anyway, this episode is all about these Thylas, so I will get my perfect Thyla with all of the good stats. Let me just make sure that there isn't one in here already. Actually, I think that is the perfect one. You know what? It's good enough. It has the health. That's really what matters. So, yeah, I will just grow this guy up. And then I'll go ahead and bring you guys back, and we can take her out hunting. I don't really have a name for a female Thyla, so I'll have to come up with something. I got a while to brainstorm, though, so I'll bring you guys back when she's all grown up, and then we can go and test her out. Alright, so she's all grown up now. And after the imprinting, she's got almost 9,000 health already, so that's pretty good. And about 2,000 stamina. I guess stamina's not affected by the imprinting process, but anyway. I did make up this tier 3 Hydravanta gel potion to go ahead and try and heal her up some of the health. But first, I want to make her this saddle. I actually don't know if I have all the fiber I'm going to need for that. Hold on. Let's see. Nope. There we go. I could crafting skill this, but I think that this will be good enough. And honestly, at this point, any extra armor really isn't actually going to add that much. Forgot that I had a bunch of shotgun shells in there. Alright, perfect. I'll just put this back. There we go. Alright. I'll just give her the saddle, and I will give her the potion, and let's see how much health this heals. Here, I'll hop on. Let's just see if this will show us how much it's doing. Well, it's doing a good amount. I don't know exactly how much it does, though. Let's see if it maxes. It might. I might have to make some of these for the fight. Here, I'll just put every point I get into health. Seeing that she's mostly going to be doing damage by bleed, looks like it finally ran out. I'm not really sure how it's calculated, but anyway, there we go. Alright, so we got Thyla. Perfect. Let's see how she does. Trying to think on where I can take her. I guess I can go, I'll go say hi to some Deinonychus now. I'll take some eggs, over here. I should probably get my Ecto Lantern. Or did I drop that off? That could be a problem. Oh, here we go. Alright, 240 damage. Not too bad. Pretty decent damage stat. Of course, most of the damage is going to be through the bleed, but 240 is pretty good to start with. I don't know if I want to hop down there if I don't have my Ecto Lantern. I need to find something that'll give me a lot of XP if I kill it. I don't want to just take out any old creature. I want something that'll give me a good amount of XP. Here. Not a good level, but I can at least check it for the trait. Reaper's definitely better at clearing these things out than Thyla is, but it's alright. Oh! Alpha Raptor will work. That's a good way to get some XP. Just need to hope that I kill it with my with the bite and not the bleed. I really wish that Thyla Bleed would give you credit for killing something like Deinonychus Bleed does. I know that's not, it doesn't do actual ticks of damage, it just slowly bleeds down the health. It looks like we got the final hit though, so it worked out in the end. Let's take all these things out. These things are everywhere. Oh well. It's too bad the mutagen news isn't used for anything else. I wish that could be used as like a replacement for maybe like Palmer or something. Looks like Thylas are pretty good at harvesting this element dust though. 13 levels is just all straight in health, honestly. I'll grab that. I don't really need the electronic. I guess I'll take the metal and the dust. I'll eventually need some dust for making some element. So I'll take whatever I can get. I'd like to be able to make a little bit of element to make something like the Mega Lab work before I fight Grendel, but if not, then I'll just have to use the element I get from the Grendel fight in order to power it. Alright, well, that went pretty well, I think. I could probably head over and take some more eggs, but yeah, sure, why not? This gives us something more to test her out on and get her some XP. I'll do most of the leveling probably by just sticking her into a cryo ball. Is that a unicorn? Oh, it is. Very bad unicorn, though. Yeah, I'll need to get her a bunch of XP so she can hopefully handle Dodorex. Now that I think about it, it's past midnight. It might actually be out, though, regardless. No. Really hope that 150 has an egg in here. Or that 140. Let's see. 20. I'm guessing that's probably the only one in here. Well, maybe not. Nah, never mind. Nest empty. Alright, well that's unfortunate. Oh well. I need to start trying to get those eggs more often so I can get all of the stats that I need, as well as the traits. I want to get some really good Thylacoleos traits as well. Wolf 5 Parasaur should be pretty good. Here, I'll just soften it up a little bit. There we go. Also, give me a good amount of meat to help grow up those outer claws. Another one. I don't know, do I stop at 15k and just go and try and put it in something else? I don't know. Honestly, here. I want to quickly check. Alright, so we're doing 4 damage to there. What happens if I'll just whistle passive? Whoops. I'll take the saddle off for a second. It was doing 4 damage? Okay, so that's a that's a pretty big difference. It goes from 61 to 4, right? Yeah, 61 to 4, so we should be pretty good at tanking the Dodorex then. I don't know how much damage Dodorex does, but whatever it is, it's definitely gonna have to punch through this ridiculous saddle. And I'll bring some wyvern milk and those Hydrovanta healing brews. And hopefully I should be able to take it out. Honestly, at this point, I'm almost more concerned that I'm not going to be able to kill it simply because I won't have enough time. Can I climb this? Thank you. Yeah, unfortunately, all the enhanced terrain that's a bit more realistic makes climbing a lot harder with creatures that can't just climb even upside down. But yeah, I think this was a pretty successful job. Let me see if I have enough stuff for another one of those healing brews. I should probably go down and start farming for these. Let's see. No, I do have enough. Perfect. Yeah, they're pretty expensive. 100 Hydrovanta gel, 50 black pearls, 250 narcotic, and 750 marberries, so. Fortunately, though, they do seem to give a lot of health, so that's really nice. Here. Let's just give her the brew. So we're at about 8,400 right now. Let's see where it ends at. Doesn't seem to be going up anything different than normal. That's weird. Huh. Did it not work for some reason? Well, that's annoying. Kind of just wasted just those materials all for nothing. Well, maybe it's working. It's going a lot slower than it used to, though. Oh well, it's fine. I'll definitely make some before the fight. Should probably hatch these soon, but that's for later me to handle. Yeah. Not really sure what else I can really take her out to try and fight, especially seeing I'm not really putting anything into melee damage. It's gonna take a long time to fight anything, but let me just quickly check to see if the Dodorex is on the map. Let's see. Dodorex. Oh, shoot. I can't tell if that's just because it's not the right day, or it's just not here to begin with. I've been able to track it before, so it should be able to be on the map. It's not good. Yeah, I can't track a Dodo Wyvern. Yeah, whenever I'm in my single player, it pops up saying that the Dodorex is there, so I don't know. I'll have to check throughout the following nights to see if he shows up, but yeah. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna end this one here. Um, not too much of a long one today, but that's okay. We got a decent bit of stuff done. We got our Thylas. I was able to show you guys the Elder Claw process, and we should be pretty close to ready for the Dodorex fight. I just need to let this Thyla level up before I take her out to fight him. I'm gonna make sure that she has a lot of health. I guess I can go ahead and hatch these eggs, just see if we get any good traits. I can also go ahead and biogrinder up these other Thylas so I can get some of my kibble back. I'll probably use that to tame some... Oh, right. I'll probably use that to tame some Utis here pretty soon. I'd like to get those ready because I'm going to need them for the Grendel fight, so I'll just toss these eggs down and I'll quickly deposit some of these resources. Then we'll check those eggs out, see if they got anything good. Hopefully they do. And I'll just drop all this stuff up. There, that'll work. Alright. Hopefully I can get a decent trait out of these. Let's see. Nope. 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 And I will take protective, actually. I will take that from this guy. There we go. I'll just shove it back in there and I'll eventually crush it when time comes. I don't know. Do I already have a protective? I do. So now I can upgrade it. And there we go. Protective 2. Just need another copy of... Oh, look at that. Actually, I already have another copy. So that is Protective 3 acquired. I really wish that this is just how the traits work to begin with. I don't know why they made it this way. It's just incredibly annoying to get all the traits done that way, but I really like this upgrader. It's a really nice mod, and I highly recommend it if you're just trying to play around with the traits and you don't have a bunch of people to just run around taming the creatures that you want for all of the traits you want. You can just use this upgrader, and anytime that you get any of the traits, regardless of what tier, you can combine 2 of the same tier and upgrade it to the tier above. So 2 1s become a 2, and 2 2s become a 3, as you just saw. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this one, so thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, farewell.